family, Conjure Queen here, and in this video we are going to be showing you how to properly do the 6 walnut bath. So a lot of people have been asking me how to perform the 6 walnut bath. For those who may not know, using 6 walnuts is great to do a cord cutting bath. It's also good to remove ties from an ex-lover. If you have trouble with getting over someone, or if let's say you're emotionally attached to someone and you know that that relationship is not going anywhere, maybe they've moved on and you still can't find yourself able to move on from them, or maybe you just feel their energetic ties to you and you're ready to just move on with your life. Well, this 6 walnut bath is going to teach you how to do that. It's very simple, so I'm going to show you in a few steps. So what you're going to need for this 6 walnut bath is obviously 6 black walnuts, right? So you can get this either at the grocery store. Some people say it's hard to find black walnuts. You can either get it online on Amazon like I did, because I'm the Amazon queen, feel me? And what you're also going to need is a black, not a black, but an iron pot. You're going to need an iron pot. Why you need an iron pot? Well, I think iron does a lot with the element of Mars. And Mars is known to be a warrior. So what you want to do is cut those ties with the warrior energy of Mars using iron, Aries, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use an iron pot, and we're going to have the 6 walnuts here. Okay, so I'm going to show you what to do. The first thing that you're going to do, obviously, is you're going to put water in the pot, right? Put water in the pot and get ready for it to boil. So you can go ahead and just put your 6 walnuts in there, right? So, boop, boop. Go ahead. So it's not boiling yet. I'm just going to put it in there. And what you're going to do is, obviously, when the water does come up to a boil, you're going to turn the fire or the heat lower so that it can simmer. Now, what you want it to do is you want it to simmer for at least 3 hours, right? So as you can see, the water right now is clear, but after 3 hours, it's going to look like a really dark brown or like a dark reddish wine, kind of like a wine color, right? Really depending on the type of walnuts that you use. But like I said, black walnuts is the best. So you're going to let it sit. So obviously it's not boiling yet, but once it comes to a boil, just turn down the heat and let them simmer. One thing that I also want to mention too, before I forget, guys, is that this 6 walnut bath is really powerful. And I always tell people, like, only do this bath when you're 100% sure that you're ready to move on, that, you know, you're ready to cut ties, you want nothing else to do with this person, you've tried everything and the relationship is not working out, or maybe that person is just not healthy for you. Like, once you do this bath, it's best that you just cut all ties from that person. Don't try to contact them. Don't try to answer. Like, if they try to contact you, because 9 times out of 10, that's usually what happens, is when people feel you detaching, they subconsciously feel it. That's why a lot of the times our exes reach out to us when they feel like we're moving on. So what happens is, like, that person will either try to reach out to you on a subconscious level. You may you know, they may try to come to you in a dream, or they may actually try to reconnect with you on social media, you know, try to call your phone. By all means, just block this person out of your life. Block them on social media, block their number. Like, don't try to run into places that they go. Like, literally, like, erase this person out of your life, because that's what the walnuts are going to do. It's literally going to, like, cut those cords that tie you to that person or tie that person to you. Now, to go back with that person after you do the walnut bath is not advised. A lot of people, it is said that if you try to go back with a person after doing this bath, it can have adverse effects. So if you even ask, well, what would happen if I go back? Then it means that you shouldn't even be doing this bath, because that question shouldn't be even in your head. You supposed to be in a mindset where it's like, I'm not even thinking about going back to this person. I am done, finito, like, I am good. Like, when you're in that mindset where you really, like, talk to yourself, and, you know, like, you can either write a letter to that person and burn it, you know, like, basically saying, like, a goodbye letter. Of course, they're never going to see it, but it's just, like, to help you subconsciously reach them on the astral or the spiritual realm, you know, subconsciously, and you release in that person. So that's what I would recommend you do, and then take the bath, right? Take the walnut bath. So look, you see the water kind of getting dark already, right? It's kind of cool. But yeah, so in 3 hours, I'm going to check back and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Okay, so it has been 3 beautiful hours, and look at this. Hold up. Can you guys see how dark that water is? And that's how it's supposed to look. Nice and dark. Like coffee, like a really dark. See? So yeah, it's steaming up the camera a little bit. But it's been 3 hours. So you probably will have to add water, you know, as the water is simmering. You know, because it may, you know, evaporate. So you can add water as they're boiling. And, you know, you can say a prayer over it, asking the spirit of the walnuts to help you to release and break any type of chains or emotional cords that may be tying you to a specific individual. With this bath, it's actually best to soak in it. Now, some people may say, you know, well, what if you don't have a bathtub? Then one thing that I noticed that some people do is that they'll rent like they'll go to a hotel, they'll rent a room for the night, and they'll take a nice spiritual bath there. So another exercise I would say is that you know, practicing the cord cutting ritual with the 6 walnut bath. Like while your walnuts are boiling, you can like write out a letter to an ex or to how many lovers as you want. Like you can do it individually. You can make a letter per person. You know, it really depends on you. I personally like to write 1 page per lover. Like you can, this bath, some people say, you know, if you want to use it for one particular lover, so that way you focus all that intention, emotional energy into one person. Or, you know, if you want to just keep it general, this also helps with cutting ties from like sexual traumas, any type of former lovers from the past, and things of that nature. You know, and if, let's say, for instance, if you have any type of like tie with this person, let's say you guys have children together, it's not going to harm the relationship with the child and that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to cut that emotional tie that you have for that person. So, like I said, with this walnut bath, you may notice that the person may reach out to you because they feel you moving on. They feel that cord being cut. It's like an energetic thing. Subconsciously, they're going to feel you releasing them. And that's a good thing. So, you know, you cannot control what that person does, but you can control what you do by blocking them on social media, blocking their number, and pretty much just doing what you can to avoid that person. You know, like I said, if you got kids together, like you can still be cordial for the children, but leave that alone. That emotional thing, getting back together and breaking up, getting back together, like that got to stop because obviously it's not going anywhere, right? So don't torment yourself. You already know once you do this ritual, it's over and done with. This is a very powerful ritual. Only do this when you're really ready to move on with your life and leave the past in the past. So I hope that this video has helped you. You know, if you did try the 6 walnut bath, drop your comments down in the comment section. Let us know how it helped you. Let us know, you know, what effects did you get from it and how did you feel about this bath. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.